We know today is a busy day because it's school morning for a lot of persons who have kids going out to school. But let me wait until some people tune in for the live, then me will a little reason with and see what can go on. Yeah. So wait until some people load up on the live. I know it's possible that this morning is not a good morning for a live, but you don't know. We have some things I need to talk about before when I get a chance to go live again. So let's do it. I wait for some people for load up on the live, then I go and give you a little reason. You hear no? Still nobody still not hear me. We're not hearing Mr. Brown. Alright. Mega. Alright, so you hear no? Because me somebody will end the live and start back. Somebody say yes to my here. Okay, obviously somebody say yes to my here. Alright. Alright, so one of the things that I wanted to do is sometime in life you think about something that you want to do, and then the fact that somebody reach out to you in the space of time when you have that in your mind, it tells you that what you were thinking is something good and it's in align with your vision. Now, what I wanted to do, especially for the persons them who act with me and persons who I'm associated with, but not necessarily a full member of Richard Brown Films, what I wanted to do is can't hear you. Somebody else saying can't hear me again. I don't know. Your voice is in and out. Alright, somebody else said the voice go in and out. Talk to me. Let me know if you don't hear me. Go up on the live, Davy, and tell me if you hear me. Can't hear you. Somebody else saying can't hear me again. But I hear loud and clear. Your voice is in and out. Alright, my son is saying I hear me good and clear. So go back to what me say now. As it pertains to what I want to do is I know that we are doing a good job in making this content, and I'm doing a good job at making this content, and the actors have come a far way in acting and becoming great actors, but I still feel like there are room for improvement in what we're doing, in both from the production side and both from the acting side. And as a person who is in the production aspect, I am making every effort to make sure I get my production level to the fullest potential, meaning that I have ordered some new equipment to go along with what I do, just to help me better what I do. And also, one of the main things as it pertains from the acting side, I'm putting on a 2-day acting course for the main people who are part of Richard Brown Films, and for other persons who I do YouTube and I do movies and want to sharpen their skills. Because as I said, there's always room for improvement. So now, what the live is really about is I am asking persons who love Richard Brown Films, love what we're doing, and want to see us reach to the fullest potential and want to contribute towards this venture. If you guys feel like supporting it from a financial standpoint, reach out to me and let me know how you can contribute, because to bring somebody to do the training, because I am not the person who's going to do it. It's somebody who's professional and somebody who is versed in acting and went to school for it. I'm going to need financial help in paying this person and also for facilitating the training, meaning that I want to make it professional. I want to have refreshments there for persons to have when them come, you know. So I need your help as persons who are support what we are doing. There is going to be a fee from the persons who are going to participate. However, if I do get the contribution in terms of you, the subscribers, if I do get the help from you guys financially, I might just do the training free. You know, I might just not take no contribution from nobody. I might just do it free. But we're gonna need help. Let me see if I can switch us up here. Hold on. Let me see. Oh yeah. Alright, yeah. So see there. I am putting on a 2-day a 2-day acting workshop. I'm putting on a 2-day acting workshop. The date is not confirmed as yet, but I have a cost of $10,000 per person. That's for the 2-day, you know, and what the training is going to do is going to help persons to sharpen their skills, you know, because there are areas that need improvement. Like for example, improvement in our clarity, in terms of how them portray them voice, in terms of how them deliver them words, you know, stage presence, you know, body language, you know, creative embody to how to embody the creative aspect of things. Yeah, so there are a number of things that the trainer is going to identify and help to develop with each individual persons. So that's something that we definitely want to do, because as we say, in order for this thing to grow, we're going to have to do it by ourselves. Meaning that we can't sit around and depend on corporate Jamaica and depend on persons to come help with. We are going to have to do it ourselves. You know what I mean? We are going to have to get things done on our end by ourselves. I know sometimes it's difficult to get things done, especially if it's a one-off on an individual aspect, but I don't want to do it from an individual aspect. I want to do it from the aspect of getting everybody who is in the space and I do them little thing involved. Meaning that persons like Popeye over one side of the film little thing, Fire the one side of the film little thing, Puppy down the one side of the film thing, Dre the one side of the film thing, Public the one side of the film thing. So there are a whole lot of persons who actually do them thing from the standpoint of gathering actors together and do them things. So these are the persons who I want to get involved. You know, and I'm not going to say everybody is going to come on board, because at the end of the day, everybody have different visions and different aspirations to what they want and how they want their thing to run. No, you see the thing is, you know, me not agree with you. But let's see, me can call her name Jules or Jules. Me not gonna say for make them contribute. You know why? I'm going to say contribute, but I'm not going to lay all the burden on them, because not everybody are going to be available I mean, I'm going to, I can, alright. There's not everybody can afford it. You know what I mean? And I really want this to work. So I don't want it necessarily to be about money in terms of, boy, a man want come and the 2 day thing, but him can't go come because him don't have no money. I don't want it to be like that. I want them to come because they want to get better at what they are doing. And I want them to get better. You know what I mean? So it's that thing where if I can get it done without have to charge the persons them, I want to get it done. You know what I mean? And that's just my that's just my point of view as it pertains to that. If I can get persons to be a part of it and not charge them, that is what I want to do. If I can get it done free. As it pertains to them paying, if persons are willing to, well, fine. But I want to try to see how I can get the resource in terms of get persons to contribute towards that. That is what I want to do, because I feel like it's necessary. And for me personally, I just know that this is going to help the industry that we're trying to build to get better. You know what I mean? It's not just about doing some movies or doing some things and just throw it online and say, yeah, it's gonna work. You know, me want it to work as it pertains to me want not just Richard Brown Films getting better at what we're doing in terms of producing great content, but I want everybody else to do the same, because I feel like if everybody are at a high level producing content, I feel like it's going to help the industry to get to grow and to get better. And I feel like as Jamaicans, it's time we stop sit down and wait for government to do things. And it's time we stop sit down and wait for the white man to come save we. I don't want to say it like that because I don't want things ever to seem um like it's a racist thing or it's a nothing divided. I always just want things to grow. And for it to get better, we have to also improve. So if I put on this seminar as it pertains to acting and it is a success, then the next step is I want to put on another seminar, maybe for writing and maybe for filmmaking. You know what I mean? So that is the vision. Put on one for acting first, and if this one get off the mark and it is a success, then the next one of me a plan is for writing. Probably I put on a 2 day course for writing, and then another course for filmmaking. So that means and it's not necessary that what me I do it's a going on a particular order, because at the end of the day, once you learn, you learn. It not necessarily means that I have to go do filmmaking first, then acting afterwards, and then one next aspect. So I think I want to do the acting first, then the writing, and then the filmmaking. Because at the end of the day, the reality of it is not everybody is equal, and that's the truth. Even though people try to size up, sometimes it's not everybody equal. Everybody not equal. That's the reality about life. And even myself, I still know that I have a far way to go, and you still have people out there that I make movie and I do them thing were better than me, and I accept that, I agree. So it's the onus is on me to just continually improve on what I'm doing and get better. And it's the same thing for persons who are in the sphere of what we're doing. I still feel like I am at a level and they are down below, but me want them to get up there too, and that is the reason why I am putting on the course. And the course is not just for everybody else who may feel like need improvement, because I feel like all of us need improvement, meaning that my actors, them, myself, my son Alton, everybody can get trading. And I've seen it where me say, I can mention, I never yet shy away mentioning this, is that when me see persons like Shakwana, when me use in a lot of some of my films, them come come spend a week or two and do some acting with me. I see her up on the phone. I do video call. I do have our coach. Have our what you call it? Our acting coach. Have give her lessons. And for me personally, I admire that. And I said to myself, say, that is what I think is going to help to get better. Is when no matter how good you think you are, you still have acting coach. Because I can tell you, all them big actors, the Beyonce and them people, them have them singing coach. So as an individual, I never ever see myself above training and getting better at what I am doing, because I just feel like that is what it's going to take to get to the next level. But as what I say, me I gonna need all the help me can get financially to just get this off the ground. And persons who are gonna help, hold on. No, you can't pay. But say me say how that Victor. Part better there for me do, cause me gonna have other people, me gonna have a car I go drive up and the bus will come into. See if you can part better. Yeah, so me gonna need all the help that I can get. Eh? No, I say the bus will come in and the car, you know. So just part a little better. You can probably put your in front. Alright, part this so then. If I not now then come call you. Part this up. Yeah, so I feel like that is what is going to help to get the industry to the next level as it pertains to what we're doing. But we're going to need all the help that we can get. Because as I say, it's going to take more than just it's going to take more than just me doing a good job over here to make the industry grow. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, what if tomorrow, because one of the things, you know, that I personally want to do, I want to set up a streaming platform. I want to have a platform where I can showcase my work probably outside of YouTube and have persons probably paying, like for example, $1.99 a month. And we have 40 people up on the live right now. And if, for example, I can have persons signing up, paying that sign up fee and being a part of our streaming platform, I feel like I can generate more revenue, and the persons who are involved in the acting process can get compensated. Because for me personally, it's not about me pocketing everything when I make out of this thing. I want people who involve. Big up yourself, Kimberly. I want people who involve in this how me I do for benefit too. You know what I mean? I want people to take it like a career. If it's a case that it can come down to them not doing anything else and just know say, yo, acting them I do, a movie them I do, them not work nowhere else. This is what they're doing for a living. That is the vision that I have, and that is where I want it to go. You know what I mean? I want people if can take it as a career, as something that they can look and say, yo, you know, say Candy, I'm an actress. She not do nothing more. She's an actress. That is what she do for a living. That is what I personally want to do. You know what I mean? And I feel like no more than ever, it is going to be a reality. You know what I mean? It is. Well, alright. I'm glad me I read the comments. Alright. To get on Tubi, it's a little more difficult than just saying get on Tubi. Alright. So one of the biggest challenge that I can tell you I personally face is, and sometimes when I say this, and I don't like to say it because sometimes some people take it as an offense, but I say it because I realize that itself is a barrier as it pertains to moving forward. No, I tell people I'm not I don't talk patois. I am not a fan of patois. And let me explain before people start jumping down the throat. we are the only set of people, probably in a Jamaica and maybe some people in the Caribbean, who understand the Patois dialect. We are the only set of people who understand it. For most Americans and most people who for most people who they are America, who are Americans and so on, who don't love the culture and who don't love to watch a Jamaican movie, one of the biggest challenges they face is the dialect. Now, the challenge with the dialect now is that, for example, if I decided I'm going to put a movie that I did on Tubi, I would have to put on subtitles. Now, to sit and put on subtitles right throughout a movie, it is very difficult. And not only that, you have to sit and translate that deep patois to proper English to make it make sense so people can watch it. Now, if, for example, the movie was fully English, we could just easily put it now on program and the program transcribe it in a seconds. And there we have a movie ready to post on Tubi. But because it's patois, it's more difficult. It's way more difficult. So that is the biggest challenge that we have. So if we were a country that we main language where we speak a fully patois, fully English, we would have good. Not just from a movie standpoint, but from a standpoint of even music. Where music would be even bigger. You know what I mean? So that is the thing I wish we, as Jamaicans, would talk better. Just say it like that, would it speak proper English? We would have been so much better. So that for me is our biggest challenge. So now, how do we get past that barrier? That barrier is going to come down to training. And you remember we talked about it earlier in terms of having somebody come and train with. That is where it will come down to as it pertains to persons know how to deliver a line will make it more understandable to persons who are abroad. Even when you're speaking patois, it still sounds better so them can digest it and it work. So that's where it's going to come down to training. Now, I'm going to one thing I think I'm going to start doing as it pertains to start structuring something, as I said, outside of YouTube, is there are two things that I'm going to do. I'm going to invite persons to be a part of my WhatsApp group. I have a WhatsApp group where I have persons who may add to the group to be a part of it. And the reason why I want to do that is because if I can have 5,000 people be a part of that group, there are a number of things that it's going to help to do. It's going to have well, it's kind of difficult when I talk about something important and then people are asking about other things. Persons are asking me when me going to post another movie. Alright, let me not ignore that. Let me ignore that. Alright, so my concentration break a while ago. Yeah, so I want persons to be a part of the WhatsApp group. So I'm going to add my number in the comment, and then persons who want to be a part of the WhatsApp group. Alright, Javi. Because I phone me, I use me don't know if I add my number. Add my number in the chat and let me pin it at the top. So I want persons to be a part of the WhatsApp group. And there are two reasons why I want to putting a lot of emphasis and focus on the WhatsApp group. It's because I feel like when I post a movie, a lot of times YouTube don't send out notification to persons. So now if I have a WhatsApp group, I can post the movie in the WhatsApp group and persons can know that a movie just posted, they can go watch it. Also, they can share up the video from the WhatsApp group. And the next great thing is that whenever I finish and set up the streaming platform, I can send out an invite to persons on the WhatsApp group. So listen, go over to the platform, sign up, and be a part of the paid service. Meaning that on that streaming platform, I'm going to have movies that are not going to be available anywhere else. Also, I'm going to have the same set of movies them on YouTube, but without advertisement. Because I know a lot of the time, a lot of persons don't want to have to contend with watching a movie and I go through so much advertisement. However, the reason for that is the only way we make revenue. If we don't put ads in it, we don't have no money for collect. You understand? So please let me read a comment because it's a long one regarding the part where I agree there is an issue with understanding. I think the delivery and clarity is how the actors actually will make a difference. I think the music, I think like music in order to cross over. All right, yeah. So as Media said, that is why I'm putting on the training. Oh, give thanks, Fabian. Let me show the message and then put it at the top, and then see me can pin this at the top. All right, so me just pin Fabian message at the top with my telephone number, so persons can send me a WhatsApp message. I can add you to the WhatsApp group. Like the music, I think in order for Jamaican movies to cross over, it has to reach a wider audience, but by being easier to understand. All right, yes. So as I was saying, that is the thing why I'm going to have the training, because the trainer is going to focus on clarity, delivery, and body language and all of those things that is going to help to convey a more stronger message to persons who don't necessarily understand our language. So that is why I'm putting on the training, because I realize that this is how we're going to move forward. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of things that can also be accomplished in having a training. I myself will be able to can convey the same lessons that we're learning at the training to persons who are come along and become future actors. And also it's going to be recorded, so I'm going to have the video so persons can always watch back and learn from. So those are some of the things that we want to push forward as it pertains to getting something done in terms of training and so forth. Now, as I say, this can be something great, you know, but in order for it to be great, we're going to need all the help that we can get. And I'm going to reach out to a few of my friends also who I think would possibly want to sponsor the training. You know what I mean? I'm going to reach out to a couple of my friends and see what can go on. But as I say, that is the vision, and that's where we want to move forward. We want to get training done for the persons them who involved in the acting process. We want to actually are you accepting new actors? Well, this name is Betty. All right, yeah. So Betty, yeah, in some extent, I'm accepting new persons, because we always need new people. You know, we just have to just navigate around that. So if persons interested to them can reach out and we can work that out. Patrice is a good screening platform for Patreon. Patreon. All right. I'll try to figure out Patreon, because I tried Patreon at the early part of YouTube and it just never user friendly. It was just so confusing, so me never bother with Patreon. You know what I mean? Alright, so yeah man, so Betty, reach out to me on Instagram or WhatsApp me. My number is in the chat. It's pinned at the top of the comments. Right, so I definitely feel like there's a lot of room for growth, and we're gonna get there, man, because I have a lot of script here that me a write script that we definitely have a work on, not for YouTube but for the big screen. Alright, so me like when people engage in commenting on the comments, so I can explain something to them. Alright. This white Deb I don't know how to pronounce the last part, but white, you also say white, says that you should have a more diverse group of actors, get new actors should also help. But here the thing is now, and let me explain that. There are a number of reasons why I stick to a core set of people when I use them and movie them. And this has worked from when I start the YouTube until now. And sometimes I don't necessarily want to change, because sometimes change can disrupt what I do. So now one of them constantly use the same set of actors them all the time is because, one, finance. That is one, and then two, finance. That's the main reason. There are other reasons, but finance is one. And then two, if me ever get new people to come, me have to think about accommodation, me have to think about how me go accommodate them for them come, me have to think about the financial aspect. So those are the two things, finance and accommodation, why me constantly use the same set of people over and over. I don't want to have, at the end of the month, me can't able to compensate the person them when them come. No man, I'm just trying to help. I don't know what me did say. I not criticize nothing when nobody say no, because I love the fact that you guys are commenting, and I'm just explaining so you can have a better understanding. Because a lot of time persons see what we are do, and they mean us well by the comments, but they just don't understand why we do certain things and why the process of how we do what we are do. So I like to explain so persons can have a better understanding of how we do what we are do. You know what I mean? So I just try to explain. But as I say, we constantly putting out work, we constantly doing what we are do, and we constantly try to grow. You know, man? Oh, Fabian, where do we send contribution? Alright, so as I said, we provide my number. So if persons want to contribute, I do have access to Zelle. I do have access to Cash App. So I can provide that in a personal WhatsApp message. One of the you drink that?
Just see me drink it.
That weird. No mind that. Take it for it. Vasla call me, soon call him back. Alright. There are a number of reasons why I don't like to use Cash App. Because Cash App takes a percentage from whenever a person send contributions or send money. So I prefer to go straight to Zelle. So I do have access to Zelle. So if persons want to contribute, they can WhatsApp me, send them a Zelle info, and you just Zelle me, and we're good from there. So, but as I said, that's some of the things that I want to do. Putting on the training. Part of the training that I want to do, I want to get a pull-up banner. You drink it too? No man, no going too wrong. So I want to do a pull-out banner with Richard Brown Films. I want to live stream it. I just want it to be professional and nice. So that's the aim. So big up on yourself. I'm going to run off our live now because I'm going to try to get myself together at 10 o'clock. Try to get myself together if it starts it by at least 12 o'clock. I can start shoot. So big up on yourself. And thank you to everybody that has always been supporting what we do. We really do appreciate you guys. We wish we could have made movie more often. But this is something that I want to explain to persons who are watching. One of the main reasons why you might not see me post every 2 days or every day, and sometimes it takes 7 or 8 days to make a movie and post, is because my process of how I make movies is different from everybody else. I want to say everybody else, but I mean everybody else in the circle of making Jamaican movies. Firstly, if you realize since recently, all my movies are at least an hour and a half. So that alone is a whole process in terms of taking time. The next aspect of it is that we shoot with 2 cameras. We don't shoot with phone. We shoot with 2 cameras, and microphone, lighting setup. So it's just a whole process. So it takes time. If you guys have ever seen any one of my behind the scenes, you would have realized that it's a whole production. It's like trying to make sure that the thing proper. So with all of that, it takes time. And you know how Mr. Hardy, I'm not necessarily a perfectionist, but I try to be perfect in what I do. However, that is the reason why sometimes it takes so long.